Hello, Mixer. How you guys doing today? So you'll notice we have no cameras down below. We have more than 5 people today. We're doing our intro to Wildreach. As you can see, we have the world map kind of sectioned up here. So let's get into it. Let's have a little bit of fun, and we will see how everything is heading. So let's bring in the players. Hello, players. Oh, hello, players.
Hello.
So, where is everyone right now?
As far as I know, we are all in the guild hall.
Cool. So, we'll bring down this music. And so, let's see. Who do we have today? We'll start at the bottom. Start at the bottom, now we're here. Spartans. Who are you bringing today on this adventure? Spartans. Excellent, Spartans. So, very insightful character developments. Craig, who are you bringing?
I am bringing Val.
So, Fal was at least at one point a warlock.
Right.
Now it's kind of a glorified NPC.
A very sickly looking half-elf NPC, yes.
Okay. Gentlemen. If you're talking, you're muted, Jen.
Indeed I am, but no more. For no one can silence the sorcerer sailor Jurek Heartgaze.
So, you're bringing Jarek. I guess our next question will be... Firefly, hello! Firefly? Excellent. Epi, who are you bringing?
I'll be bringing Autumn.
Okay, so you have Autumn. And finally, Dr. Plasmus, who are you bringing?
I am bringing myself.
Excellent, excellent. So, Sparts and or Firefly, have you returned? Excellent, excellent. So, that being said, what is your plan? What are you all doing?
Plan, Sev? Really? Plan?
I have to ask in case there actually is one.
I'm basically just here to assist.
Well, from what we know, we're receiving a new group of missions from a place called Wildreach, and so we are going there to, get the lay of the land, learn about the people there, learn about the city. Or am I completely off base?
It has been told to everyone that there's a good chance the place we're going is going to be and wet, and clothing just in case.
So we're all going shirtless.
That's exactly what that means, yes. Shirtless for sure.
Druids, used to the West.
Alright. So, who is taking charge of your group?
Not Ed.
Who's taking charge?
I can do it if y'all want.
Hey, Spartans, who are you?
Oh, hi.
Since you ignored the initials.
Sorry about that. My name is Wolf. I am a wood elven fighter who's a left-hand swordsman with the shield and sword, has a bow and arrow. And right now he's currently wearing a lot of warm clothing, so he looks puffy. And he waddles around. He has blonde hair, blue eyes, and a little fairy that follows him around.
Okay. So, that being said, you guys are all in the guild hall. What is your next course of action?
I think moving to the teleportation circle, or asking someone questions would probably be the best bet.
Get a copy of the paper, the bounty. It just gives information on where we're going. So
Wolf points outside.
okay.
It's still in the tavern.
Yes, yes. You could get a copy from Riley.
You're quiet, but we hear you, ma'am.
You could request another copy from Ailey.
Yep.
So does someone do that?
Yes, I'll go ask Ailey if she has a copy of the Wildreach.
Yeah, she as you walk up to the goblin bartender, she smiles towards you and says, "Oh, you need a sure here." Hands you a copy of it. Hands you another scroll case. Hands you sort of making sure. Looks at all of you. Goes, "You are never dressed the part, are you?" Hands you all sort of like cloaks with the appropriate coloring to signify who you were with.
Wolf adds on another layer.
Are these the rainproof?
No, these are just with our guild colors on it,
Oh,
so they know who we are.
It's going to be cold there, right?
no.
I don't imagine.
I don't know how many different ways we can tell you this, Wolf.
Blinks.
But it's winter.
That's not how the world works.
It's winter here. You can tell everywhere else.
Wolf starts stripping down to his normal clothing.
Yeah, that's much better. Yes. Derek, lead the way to the teleport, please.
Then he puts on the cloak with colors.
Yes.
Autumn crinkles her nose. Does someone smell gym socks?
Do we need? I look at the others. Do we need anything to get back that y'all know of? Do we have to grab something? I know there's some people who have the spell teleport who need an item or something. I don't know.
When we went to Grauman,
I've only been to
There was-
Grauman after we established ourselves, so I wasn't part of the. So I'm not sure how.
yeah, same. But there was somebody there, so
There was someone provided
agree.
for the guild to go through, and they stayed there for the entire month. I assume it could be the same one, or not. We should ask Gavin to do a sending to the person in Wildreach so that they know to expect us.
We'll ask I can't pronounce his name right. Let me look at it so I can. Gavon. We'll ask Gavon to do that. Oh. Anyone else has anything else? Ready to shovel off?
Wolf gives a thumbs up.
onward.
Alright. Come on, mate. You'll lead the way out the door.
Follows.
Wolf doesn't waddle away, and he falls behind.
Autumn thanks for the cloak, and then runs out after them.
Haley just waves and smiles. So, as you guys make your way over to the teleportation circle, Wolf, you realize that the pile of clothes that you just took off is moving.
Yeah. It's moving?
Yeah, it's following you, cursing in a halfling tongue.
He looks underneath the pile of clothes.
There's an Azuri that you properly covered in all of your clothes. Hands on the hips.
Wow, you are some boyfriend, ain't you?
He lifts her in his arms and carries her with him.
Her arms are still crossed. She's perturbed.
He runs to catch up faster.
She will eventually say something to you when she is back. So, you make your way to the all the way to the teleportation circle. As Gavon is looking, sitting in there. Oh, there's quite a few of you today, actually. What can we do for you?
Yes, we are going to visit the city of Wildreach. That's where this month's action is going to be.
Ah, you were speaking with Zener, I take it.
What do you say?
Be speaking with Zener, I take it.
I believe so.
Autumn stares. Who's Zenner?
Zendax's twin.
Who's Zendax?
Zendax was the halfling that was in one with us, I believe.
What's a Grommen?
Grommen was the Orc City. That was last year's. Or last month's.
This month's.
Last year's. Oh my god, it's been a whole year.
It feels like a year. I'm sorry.
Hugs. So, he looks and goes, okay, well, very well. 1 minute, I will tell Zena that you are all here. And proceeds to use ascending.
He gives him a thumbs up.
He gives you a thumbs up back with a raised eyebrow. Interesting one you are. The door opens as this small halfling lad throws the door open. You must be the exploratory party.
Seems like it.
We are.
Very well then. So which one of you is going to teleport me?
Well, we were hoping you would teleport us.
I have to do everything, don't I? People,
I don't-
I'm
Jesus.
willing to teleport you after we get back.
He smiles.
Wolf
Tell you
gives
what.
him a thumbs up.
Someday I will do that for you. Not today though. I'm not quite that good.
You're willing to make a contract. He just pulls out a book, starts writing in it, and your name
Nope.
is...
Nope. No contracts. No chains, thank you.
Oh, so you just kind of throw it out there with no actual idea to pay it back. I see how you are. And he kind of waddles up to the teleportation circle.
What's this? I assume it's another halfling. What's this halfling look like? Not like his brother, or
Oh, he's the spitting image of his brother, but there's one major difference.
what?
He is an inch taller.
Did you say he
throws
was?
it.
He must bring that up at every family reunion.
Oh, yes, he does. He called on the halflings yesterday short.
Did you say he waddles up to the teleportation
Yep.
circle? Wolf will waddle back and follow him.
Very well then. Now there's one. There's the tall guy that's definitely not Link. There's the Dragonborn. There's the halfling being carried. There is the guy who needs to put some lotion on his dry skin. There is the red-haired druid. There is there's a cleric there. And there's the guy who looks like he has a plague. And then there's that monk guy there that needs to put on a shirt. Very well then.
Red-haired druid.
Point star.
Autumn waves.
Wait,
Hey,
who's the
please,
monk guy
my
who needs to put a
class
shirt on?
audience.
Jaren's literally standing behind all of you.
Okay.
Hi, Jared.
He nods. He looks as he sits down and goes, okay, so very well then. Please, come. I mean, we have things to do.
Things to do, people to see, forests and
Autumn
trees
will,
and not.
It's
Step
going to be
forward.
so exciting.
Wolf runs in the teleportation circle.
Autumn goes up on her tippy toes to whisper to Sora. Sora's tall.
How tall are you?
At 6'2".
Keep reaching. Uh-huh.
she pulls Sora down slightly as
There
well.
we go. Yeah.
So, that's better, right? And goes,
Yeah, she bends down.
why is that guy not wearing a shirt?
Looks to Jaren. Maybe he's hot.
Points to his boots.
Put him.
It is.
He's like, I
Get
got
damn
this.
right.
Sora gives him a thumbs up. A la Wolf.
So, the Gilad looks here. All right, all hands and creatures and halflings inside the circle at all times. Looks at Wolf as he's calling Azri, and he extends his hands. Very well then. I do hope you have researched the climate. Enjoy! And throws his hands out as the arcane energy builds from his wrists, shooting from the fingertips. Each individual sigil beginning to light up as the arcane energy builds, swirling around all of you. And there's a simple time where it overtakes everything you see. There's a blip, and then you all arrive in the middle of a woods.
Is it snowing or raining?
It's raining currently. There's kind of like it's a very light drizzle.
Is it cold or?
What is everyone wearing?
Osri.
Don't wear a person.
Well, there have been people who
Who is dressed for heat?
I'm not.
Dirk is dressed for heat. Wolf is dressed for heat.
High five.
Sora, you are dressed for.
No, she probably still has her robes on.
Okay. So you're dressed for heat.
I'm very medium.
Azuri has a ring on.
I'm wearing my leather armor and dressed for like wet environment, because swamps.
Mm-hmm.
Well, remember I took off my
Yeah,
clothes,
I know.
but I'm
Yeah.
taking care.
Everyone except for Azuri and Jaren, you're really kind of cold. And the water is borderline frigid.
Oh,
Wolf slowly turns to Fel. And he starts putting on
It
his
is cold out here.
He starts putting on his warm clothing
It's not.
again.
It's not like Plaza's a little bit is gonna suffer when he gets wet, but medium clothing is fine. So you're gonna be a little bit cold, but it's not as tropical as was expected.
All right, someone screwed up on their research.
Mm.
you guessed wrong.
I'm messing with you. It's fine. A little cold is good for the soul.
No, it's not. It's cold.
Sora shrugs off her robe and puts it over Wolf.
No, I'm putting back on my warm clothing because waddling is fun.
Putting my warm clothes on.
Okay, so Zara looks at all of you and says, "Oh, very well. Let's." So, welcome to the Rainy Wood. Now with apparently less lycanthropes. So that's good, right? Good. Starts setting up his tent.
Hi,
All right. So,
my name's Bobby Val.
Well, Fal, you can call me Zenar the Great, or Zenar the Amazing, but just don't call me Zenar.
well, Mr. the Great, do you know which direction we're heading in?
He looks and goes, well, I mean, I'm here, so I would assume away from here.
Yes, but as the one who teleported us here, you know whether the city is...
Gavin teleported us here. I just teleport you back.
Autumn will offer to help him set up his camping equipment.
Yeah.
That's not what the DM said earlier, but... At least not what I heard him say. But, alright, we'll deal with this. I look around.
You happen to know which direction Wildreach is in?
He looks around and goes, definitely a direction, yes, definitely a direction.
So I look... I know that...
He smiles, he's like, I've never been here, so...
Well, okay. Let's start with the obvious. I look up towards the trees, and I look at see if there's anything that looks like lights or civilization. I know there's cities in the trees.
You look up in the trees and there's just pretty much darkness.
Nothing in any direction?
No. Not that you can see from here. It means a thick forest canopy.
Well, I'm going to go up. I tell the others. Does anyone want to come with me?
Go up where?
Up the tree. See if we can get a better view from up high.
So
I'd love to.
you look up at these trees, Jurek. You can't see the top of the canopy. You know, you realize these trees are 300, 400, 500 feet tall.
That's
Just to be
I mean,
able to point the picture to you.
It's like Yosemite Park.
it's like I have a little bit of magic that can help us climb real easily for an hour. So the height's not worrying me, but just in case there's something less than friendly up there, I'd rather not go myself.
Autumn's eyes sparkle. I want to go up the tree. I want to go up the tree now.
She's
You will
means.
remember that if you see Wildreach, tell us. Yes. The notice said that it was built into the rainforest. So I assume.
The notice said what?
The city is built into the trees. That's what they're saying.
Yeah. That's why I was looking.
I will point out that when we went to Grumman, we were teleported to the east side of it. I don't know if that's a pattern or not.
Well, we'll find out.
Currently logging into Roll 20.
So I'll need you're gonna cast fly on how many people?
No, I'm casting Spider Climb
Oh, spider climb on how many people?
on just me and Autumn, I guess, since we're the only two going. I'm just gonna
Alright.
twin cast it.
Yep, Wolf's gonna stay down here, and he's gonna make like a small fire to get warm.
So they begin to climb. As Jaren's is sitting there and looks at her and goes, they're not from around here, are they?
None of us are.
You looks to Fel.
All
You're not
All
from Leica?
This area of Leica.
Oh, where are you from?
A little bit living in Cortia now.
Oh, Cortia's not too far.
Really? How close is Cortia?
A couple weeks away, depending on how you traverse through the mountains. We're pretty close to Tholador.
Huh.
Other side of the ridge, of course, but... And he starts walking.
Which direction?
To the northwest.
I think I'll follow.
Northeast, sorry. Northeast.
Sora's going to call out.
Up there.
Say, should we wait for the others? Or should we tell them where we're going? Or do you assume they will find us?
Tell them where we're going, please.
Alright. Sora will...
He goes, do you want me just to go catch up to them?
Yes.
He sprints up the tree, running vertically.
Monks. At 11.
So as you guys are climbing, you get to the top of it. So why are you guys coming up here?
Autumn.
Well, since no one knows where the city is,
No. Kind of he pulls out his pack a map. Yeah.
Autumn
You
just
asked
goes,
Zenar.
I asked everyone.
Autumn just says, I just wanted to go to the top of the tree.
Okay. Well, should we wait for you then? He looks. He stops on a branch.
Autumn looks at what's this character called?
It's Jared.
No, Jen's character.
Jurek.
Autumn looks at Jerk and goes, "Can you run down trees with this spell?"
You can go as fast as you are capable of on normal land.
She just starts running down the tree, going wee. She's always wanted to do this.
But we should have. He just sighs and runs back down. So he
No
looks
job.
as he gets down to the bottom and goes. So then we're ready to head in the general direction.
You know where we're going?
Yeah, nuts. Wildreach is
Thank
towards
you.
the northeast of the continent. So we head northeast. Yes.
Sounds like a plan. Thank you.
And I don't smell rainwater, so I don't smell salt water, so we're not on the ocean. So we're inland.
Which way's north?
It kind of sucks, but oh well.
Looks to the moss and begins to head.
That side.
Ozra and Wolf will follow.
So, there is about you guys do walk for the better part of a few hours. As eventually you come upon what looks like some of the largest trees you've ever seen in your life. They are much bigger than the Naga tree.
Bigger than a fate tree?
They are bigger than the Fate tree. You have to realize the Fate tree is still a baby tree.
I was talking about the one in Penrith.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's still a baby.
Oh my god! It's a baby!
Yeah.
It's gonna grow bigger!
Yes.
I'm
Much
sorry!
bigger.
This forest is old.
Autumn tackles
Very-
one of the trees, not like for a hug, and goes, "You should tell me all your stories." Just pets it.
Jared looks and goes, "You are definitely a druid."
How did you know?
Motions to the hugging of the tree.
But, they have so many good stories. Mostly about growing, wind, but they're so good.
So,
Wait, how dark did you say it was?
it's pretty much pitch black.
Oh.
For most of the part. Until this point, I'm sure people had lanterns and torches. I'll be nice the first time. And,
Match.
or various magics. As you guys kind of come to this, you look up, and there's almost like this kind of cliffside with water coming down. And for the first time, you see what looks to be some stone structures that are leading up where like the waterfalls are, covered in moss and other sort of natural elements. As you all see the entrance to Wildreach.
Have you ever seen
Ooh, pretty.
Well, this has got to be one of the prettiest landlocked areas I've ever seen.
Test.
Test.
Pass.
Test.
You all pass. Get a cookie.
Eat cookie.
What kind of cookie?
A Paladin Scout cookie. I bought them in bulk.
He bought all of them. Let's be honest here. So, as it looks completely empty. It looks like there's no one here whatsoever. A few birds fluttering around. You see, absolutely no one. But there's the steps that lead up. The waterfalls kind of just catching and bringing up. As you look up, it looks like there's in the distance past this ridge, there's a scattering of lights in the trees.
Autumn looks at Sora, grins, rates you, and starts to run ahead.
Before I start moving forward, can you, if I make an active look to see if there's anything hidden?
Sure,
Just make-
perception.
Or we'll follow Autumn.
Perception. 14.
Don't forget
Okay,
to
you
announce.
notice-
Okay. He's gonna walk up the stairs.
Don't forget to announce our presence, just in case.
So Autumn's already screeching ahead. So are you racing her?
Yep.
Okay, so they're gone.
Start walking up behind Derek.
Wolf makes sure his coat's on with his colors and walks up the stairs with Osri.
Jaren follows behind, looking at Plasmus. Well, you are a life cleric, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. And follows up the stairs behind everyone.
Oh, good. I'm not the only one who was thinking that.
So
I was
Autumn,
just climbing up the stairs.
you and Sora are chasing. I want athletics from both of you. You guys are screeching up, the first staircase. You run across this bridge. You start running up the up another spiral staircase. across another bridge, and you're climbing, and athletics checks from both of you.
These are
I'm
some
red
wet
boxing.
stairs, people.
Give me 1 sec.
You may need to roll for me. Hold on.
I need to roll for you. Okay.
Yep. My apology.
Apology accepted, I guess. Hugs.
Hugs.
We could
It's
do
a
it for me.
1. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I believe.
As you're walking, Wolf will look around to see if there's any life also. A perception check, right? Or no?
Sure.
I'm waiting for the red box to finish.
Would you like me to also roll for you?
Yes, please.
Seth, you don't have to roll for me today.
Finally.
But you gotta roll for
Wow.
everyone else.
So, Autumn with the -1 beats Sora with the +1. Autumn, you gain the early lead until you then run smack dab. You're basically up here as you come across this epic, and it kind of leads into this like stone building that seems to have like an inner staircase, and you can see the inner staircase. And Sora, she's a good, like, I'd say, difference of 1, good 10 feet in front of you, as she runs full tilt into an invisible barrier and smacks hard.
Hang on. Do I still have spider climb up?
No, it's been several hours. He said it's been hours. Don't ask for now.
Damn. I was gonna say, runs up the side of the wall and goes, I don't know how to stop. Smacks straight into the wall.
You smack straight into this invisible barrier.
Is there that sound of flesh
yeah.
on glass? It's like,
Oh, yeah.
slowly slide down.
So, Sora, I'm going to make a dexterity save from you to halt your movement, because you have been moving as fast as you possibly can.
Do we all hear the sound of flesh hitting invisible barrier?
You hear it, it stops, you go, ow, and then you hear, like, skittering claws, and a second, like, on scale on flesh, and then on glass. As Sora pancakes Autumn into the invisible barrier.
And from lower down the stairs, you hear, "Ha!"
Are you two okay?
Let's catch
I
up.
found something. I found pain. Lots
As
of
both
pain.
of you fall back on the ground.
Start forward a little
Yeah,
faster.
I'm gonna jog now.
There's a barrier. Be careful. I imagine it's a safety feature.
Oh.
Wolf will jog up to them.
Jared's
snap
just
his
taking his
fingers.
time. What do you snap your fingers?
Yeah, I snap my fingers to try to do magic, so to send the barrier away, but nothing happens.
Okay. Give me an investigation as you're looking. You're actively looking for a way around the barrier.
No, I'm pointing to the barrier, snapping my fingers.
Yeah, but you're at least looking, and you're not
Ah!
running. Yeah. Wolf snaps the fingers, like just right over you. Just keep snapping his fingers over you. Nothing's happening, Wolf.
Autumn sits up the stairs. Why are you snapping your fingers?
I got
Look for
this.
him.
I know how to do magic, sort of.
Yeah, you're pretty sure the barrier's down.
All right, you can run through now.
No. Yeah, I'm good. I've ran into it once.
No, Sora actually trusts Wolf. She's gonna bring her hand up and put it on where the barrier was.
Still there.
Wolf puts his hands on his waist, and he looks proud.
She's gonna look back to Wolf, and she's gonna say, "After you."
Wolf has his hands on his hips, like, I did magic.
Aaron, not Aaron. Wow, all are just face palms.
Yes, you did. I'm proud of you, son.
So, why is there a big invisible thing? Ow. No.
Probably to
it's not
keep
there anymore.
annoying people out.
It's not there
I
anymore.
would
but
assume
it's down. Look, and he snaps his fingers again.
it is not. She puts her hand on it.
Like just putting this straight out there. I'm not going to take it down because I'm not going to have them mad at me.
Knock on the low.
Wolf
So
rushes
you're
forward.
looking around, Craig.
Yep.
Investigation, please.
Wolf rushes forward. Let me show you.
Wolf slams into the barrier, falling over.
Wolf.
as Plasmus and Jaren, who are taking their time, make it, seeing Wolf run into a barrier.
Oh, so that's what I heard. I
Yeah.
repeat my previous statement. Ha!
Foul. Above this archway, there's a phrase in Elvish.
Okay, I can read Elvish.
Do you read
Very
it aloud?
Yes.
You watch as the barrier shimmers and disappears.
I was about to say, if it says "speak friend" and enter.
Wolf rubs his nose and he stands back up and he just like looks down and says, "I thought I could do magic."
Try again.
What did he say?
He snaps his fingers.
And Val walks.
Yeah, what did he say?
Seems to be the Elvish word for barrier.
He said the Elvish word for Wildreach.
Okay. So Wolf snapped his fingers.
Okay. You then walk through.
He runs through.
Yep, you're fine.
Was so
No,
tempted
you
to
just
say
tripped now.
Was so tempted to say the English word for Wildreach right before I run through.
Like, I don't want to break it. I don't want to break it to him. Jurix is watching him. He's like a kid.
Turn around. Is there a word up above that?
As everyone enters, you just watch
Sure.
the barrier shimmer and come back into place.
Okay.
When we're looking at the barrier, does it seem as though it spans the entirety of what we can see? Like, I assume we're inside the city.
You see it, so it's around this this entrance to kind of this the top of the cliffs.
I'd like to make
More
a.
like
It seems more like just in the actual facility rather than the entirety of the city.
Thank you.
I'd like to make a perception check to see if there's anyone watching us, because if they heard me smack into that followed by a second smack, kind of sure that someone else would.
Followed by a third smack.
Yeah.
Sure, give me a perception. Yeah, it's not hard to hear he's still laughing, face on the desk, just around the corner from when you had entered.
Autumn.
Tears coming down his eyes. You guys are the best. Nope, the best.
Autumn's currently peeking around a corner, you know. You know when someone stands at a corner and then they lean their head to one side so they're peeking around the corner, just watching this guy?
Yeah, he's like,
Found someone.
Jurix steps around and says, "Well, I'm glad we can make a great first impression."
oh, I like it. Oh, God. Oh, they're never going to believe it. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, my.
Are you
Hi
going?
there. I'm Falstar. You can call me Fal.
I fell. Did you see the... Oh, God, it was great.
No, but we heard it. Certainly sound like something.
I felt it.
I only saw Wolf.
Me too.
Oh, jeez, it was amazing. Oh, so nice to meet you, Fal. I'm Palar.
Greetings, Palor. Palor.
Hello,
Hello, Paylor.
No, not Palar.
I almost said that as well.
I knew I was going to end up saying it, so I was going to say it. It's
Palar.
Paylor.
Palar.
Palar?
God, woman, you're an elf. You should be able to say these words.
It's not my native language.
Hello, Balor.
Color.
So, he takes a book. So I assume you are with the guild. Which guild are you? So I look at the books.
The Burning Phoenix.
Burning Phoenix has arrived. And I assume that you're here for the Winter's Crest festivities and competitions?
We are. They do sound
Yes.
interesting. Do you have a list of them?
Oh, well, the main thing is obviously the blessing of the heart of the city, but that's not for some time now. So, I'm here to be your official welcoming committee.
What race is this guy, by
He's
the way?
an elf.
He's an elf.
Wood.
What do you mean part of the city?
You are technically on the outskirts. As you could tell, it's not seen too much use in the last 5 or so years. Initially was kind of our stronghold against the lichens, but with them not being quite as much around, is more just used as apparently an obstacle course for some of you.
Autumn gives 2 thumbs up. That was fun.
So, I assume that you do have some questions. I don't think I've ever seen any of you before, or any of you have been here before, correct?
I have not. I've never been as far inland.
I don't even know where I am.
Is it going to snow?
No, it never does snow. It's about as cold as it does get here. I mean, Wolf, it's not freezing, but the water's cold. It's more that because of the elements, it's probably in like the mid 40s right now, but because of the elements going on, always wet, that just it wears down and it's night, no sun. It's it's even darker, so it will cool.
Wolf nods and looks at Sora. No skating on ice.
Oh no, we do freeze parts for skating.
I've never skated before.
What's skating?
You'll see.
You
Okay.
run and you slide. I try not to hit walls.
Hold on, our dragonborn friend is attempting to communicate.
Dear, I don't speak Draconic. Can you try and Common or Elvish?
You're lacking Firefly.
Try again, Firefly. Hello?
So while she's trying to fix that.
Yeah, someone else can ask a question.
So, by your words, I guess we're not the only guild here.
No, actually, you're the last to arrive.
Wolf gives a thumbs up.
So what's...
Says his name in Elvish to him, and then gives him another thumbs up.
Ah, just like the animal.
He nods. And a little fairy flies around.
Ah, she's quite adorable.
Autumn looks at
Okay.
Palar.
Palar.
I was just about to call him Palar, I got confused. Palar, and goes, do you have any druids?
Quite a few druids, actually.
She starts to bounce from foot to foot.
So what exactly is going to happen here? The last city had a competition of sorts between the guilds. Is it going to be the same here, or?
Yes. Well, basically, we are unsure of if we wish to deal with any of the guilds. Basically, as you will start off in the forest floor, which you equate it to slums of your city, on the ground, which is just beyond you. As tasks come into us, we will assign them to your guild, and we will take you each around, and as you gain more and more trust, we'll decide whether we want to deal with your guild at all or not. You will be invited, as all of you have been invited, to all of the festivities of the holiday. However, regardless.
Wolf gives him a thumbs up.
Alright.
Any other questions that you might have about customs, etc.?
Do you happen to have a set number of tasks we must do before we can move on? In Grommen, they did.
But we base ours off not the quantity, but the quality of said work.
Okay.
Wolf raises his hand.
And
That's always
we shall send official word to your guild when you may reach and see the other sections. As you gain reputation, we'll obviously send more reputable work. And he looks to Wolf.
seems fair.
Test.
Is there any
Yeah.
unusual?
Yay!
Is there any unusual?
Is there any unusual laws that exist here that might seem odd to any other town?
Well,
Do you ban magic?
You have many weird customs.
True.
To us,
What are the laws of Wildreach?
the laws of Wildreach are pretty simple. Do not harm others. Magic is allowed within the city. Fire is strictly banned within inside the city. Any sort of fire spells.
Jared goes to do like the fist, like yes, and then he like deflates.
Wolf's still holding up his hand.
In terms of light, if you require light, you should look to a guard. There are certain passes that can be given out to more people. As you are all currently guests and are not citizens, we ask that you keep your casting to a minimum. Any sort of, obviously, if your life is in danger or someone else's life is in danger, you may intercede with the use of force. And if you wish to get a casting pass, that is something that is handed out to specific people, allowing you to cast fire because you have been trusted. In terms of weapons, you are allowed to carry your weapons through the lower 3 districts, which would be the forest floor, the lower understory, and the upper understory. However, your weapons will be taken from you in the canopy or the emergent canopy.
What was that last part? The emergent what?
Canopy.
Emergent canopy?
Yes.
Wolf still has his hand up.
I suppose I only have one question about the magic.
He goes to Wolf because he's tried to call him
Okay,
twice.
sorry.
Wolf looks to him and puts his hand down, like, rolls his shoulder and says, "If a tree falls in the forest, can anyone hear it?"
Yes. Looks back. Other questions? Dragonborn, you seem to have a question, and since she was robotic.
Right.
I wanted to know about the laws of the city, of course, and I wish to know if it was like the place we previously went to was Grommen, and you mentioned different sections, and we're only allowed. Where is the Wintercrest held in the inner?
Well, the Wintercrest facilities we open to the emergent canopy to everyone. Obviously, there will be sections of that you will not be able to go, such as the palace. But in terms of for the festivities, we allow everyone to come take part. You will be generally working within the Wildreach forest floor at the beginning. However, as part of today, you will have a guided tour throughout the city in its entirety.
What sort of government does Wildreach have?
We use a gerontocracy.
I say what now?
None knows. The elders of our society the current head is Elder Sister Rhea. I'm already getting there for you.
Thank you.
So she's like
She is
the big
in
boss.
charge, yes. If the Elder Council sort of can't come to an agreement, she makes a unilateral one.
Do you have,
But go on.
do you have a problem with animals attempting to come in? I assume I believe I heard you say that the barrier was for the werewolves. Are they still a problem?
For the lichens, no, many of some are still a problem, but more of the more intelligent ones that we do not trust do no longer live in the woods.
Autumn holds up a hand. What's a lycanthrope?
Similar to a druid, however, they are unable to control their powers of transformation, generally transforming into the full moon.
Autumn actually looks a little upset and goes, oh, can we help them?
There, it is a curse, and it has been hard to be broken. Without, of course, unless you want to anger her seed, of course, and then, if you'd like a god on your, the ire of a god, then,
But, I mean, would her seed be upset if I help them learn how to control the transformation?
I doubt that, but you'll be hard-pressed to do that while they're trying to rip your throat out.
Wolf walks up to the store and leans up and motions her down since she's tall, and he'll whisper to her and says, "Does that mean Aragorn is not allowed here?"
I don't know. I don't know if he even wants to come here.
Thumbs up. He can't go to Cortia anymore.
No.
Cortia, the land of fire.
That was not me. It was before my time.
So then, any other questions before I get your guide?
The only thing I was trying to ask was, I know you're talking about magic. Are you okay with the light cantrip? That's kind of
yes. That's
okay.
No sort of fire.
Just checking. I don't want to get thrown in jail my first day in.
We can arrange that if you'd like.
I'd really rather you didn't.
He smiles.
Do you have a map of the place?
Do you have the
Do you have a map of the area?
of the general area or the city?
Both.
We do have maps of the city. We generally don't give those out. You can understand that, having a detailed map of the city could put certain people in danger.
Would invite security risks. I understand.
Especially if we don't know you.
Yes.
At least yet. We look forward to, potentially. But of the general area, we can have one brought to you of the Rainy Wood.
Yes, please.
Nods.
That'd be kind. That'd be kind of you. All right, gang.
How do you communicate?
How do we communicate? Through verbal speech.
So, from one
He
district.
smiles. He smiles. How do we communicate? You are a druid, it would seem, based on how you carry yourself.
Yes.
As our city is built amongst the trees, we are stacked on top of each other. Think of if you've ever been to a dwarven city, built into a mountain, tiers down. We are basically tiers up.
Interesting.
So really, it's quite simple to communicate. You look over the railing and shout down. Of course, there's magics for this too. He smiles.
Is there a railing nearby?
Is there a what?
Is there a railing nearby?
Yeah, you're not in the city, but yeah, there's definitely a railing back towards the barrier.
Autumn will walk towards the railing, lean over, and shout, "Hello!"
Okay.
Just because.
He starts laughing the second you put your hands on the railing, and then you lean your head out as you slam your head off the barrier from the inside. Shh, you might want to keep extra space. I'm worried for her.
I'm not sure how much brain that last got left. She keeps knocking it out of her skull.
Wolf takes 2 steps away from her.
Madam Druid, you're probably more better with medicine than I am. Is stupid contagious?
No. She is not stupid.
Jared walks over to Autumn. You okay, kid?
Yeah, just
Okay.
excited.
Okay.
I've never been to a city like this
See,
before.
he smiles. Barriers tend to work both ways. Okay.
She is a new druid on an adventure.
And he just brings her back over. And he's standing near Autumn so she doesn't get herself in trouble. Understanding she's excited.
I pat Sora on the shoulder and say, "Draconic, I know. I wasn't born yesterday."
Well, no, because you'd be a large child.
I thought you didn't speak Draconic.
Jared says it.
Oh, okay. Never mind. All right, we ready, gang?
So you ready for your guide?
Please.
Yes,
Oh,
please.
sure,
Yep.
yeah.
Kind of points out towards a thing, and there's a little bit of arcane energy shoots out of his finger. They'll be here shortly. Please take a through those doors. And he motions to the opposite him. There's two large doors with handles. He looks to Autumn. I will disable the barrier in that room so you can look down.
Wolf slowly approaches the doors and puts his hands.
They're
Barrier
actual
in front.
doors. Yeah, they're actual doors. You're
Yeah.
inside the barrier. This is a room. There's not going to be any barrier there.
He's still checking for barriers.
Okay.
Better safe than.
So yeah, there's no barriers as you kind of push the doors open. It's a very nice room. You see, there's a nice table. There's some fruits and other sort of more kind of exotic fruits that you see in there that in bowls for snacks. And there's you can see you're right next to one of the waterfalls as the water's cascading down, and you see as you enter the shimmer, the barrier kind of goes away, so that Autumn, if you wanted to look down, you could.
Please be careful.
Sora would like to hold an action to grab Autumn if she falls.
Jarek thinks about casting Spider Climb.
Oscar contemplates about Featherfall.
Autumn just marches. Or wait, what?
Val would actually go over and look over the edge.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. You watch the water kind of slam down to kind of create this mist, and it's it's beautiful. It's really serene. You can kind of hear just gently the sounds of the city in the distance above you.
Look up. Can I see anything?
You see the lights and stuff. It almost looks like big fireflies on in the branches is the best way. If you've ever seen a bunch of fireflies in a tree, or the branches have there's just those lights that seem like they're almost moving along the tree branches.
Said stop putting Firefly in the tree. I mean, she's trying to be in a one shot.
I will do what I want.
I'm in a tree.
So you guys are sitting here for about an hour, actually. As eventually there is a knock on the door.
Answer the door.
You see this, you're dressed in kind of greens with some whites almost mixed in, kind of like the changing of seasons, very much in her appearance. She goes, hello, hi. Looks at her. So I'm going to use my non-Elvish name because that'll probably be easier for all of you to say. I'm Tori, I'm your guide. And she's just kind of bouncing up and down a little bit on her balls of her feet.
Tori, you said?
Tori, yep, that's my name.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
You're a dragonborn!
I am.
The eyes go wide. Can I touch your scales?
You can.
She walks over and just starts poking. Oh my god, they're like real scales.
Are.
You're really tall.
I am.
Oh my god, are you turning into a dragonborn? She looks at Jerk.
No, I'm.
Oh, do you need lotion? Is that dry skin? It looks like scales?
No, it's real.
We have
those are
really good
real.
lotion. We do.
I believe you, but these are real scales. But I'm not turning into a dragonborn. I'm human. He sighs. He's kind of trying to explain this again.
Dragonborn? Did you know that? Looking at Sora.
He's
She's
he
got
contemplates
really
just
long blonde hair. It's all done up with leaves and everything. She's like, "Oh my God, you're sick!" Oh, it just walks over to Fal. Don't worry. I got my. He pushes you down on the seat, just really excited. She pulls out like this little thing. She goes, okay. She starts flipping through this little book. She goes, and she rolls some medicine on Fal.
I believe.
Thank you, though.
All of you, step back. He's contagious.
Oh dear.
This one's fun.
Now, my lady, he is not sick.
She goes, no, see, I got my first aid badge. So she flips through more. Monkeypox. You really shouldn't kiss monkeys. It's not good for you. They're dirty creatures.
I walk over and I put a hand on Fal's shoulder. Say, my lady,
now you're contagious.
I swear on everything that I have, which isn't much, frankly, that he is not sick and or contagious.
So if you don't have much and you're swearing on it, how is that supposed to convince me?
I could roll persuasion.
What is rolling persuasion? She asks.
Nothing.
I don't get this.
Figure of speech.
You're a gambler, aren't you? She puts her hands on his shoulders.
No, not really.
Only in taverns here, you're not allowed to legally gamble. Go to the casino or one of the taverns that has the establishment. Do you understand me? My badge is on the line here. If one of you gets arrested, then I don't get my badge.
Autumn looks at her. How many badges does she have?
Do you ask her, or are you looking for them?
I ask her and look for them at the same time.
She's not wearing any of them on her. She does not have a sash. She says to go sashless today. You ask her, she goes, I have 47 of the 49.
Is this like Boy Scouts?
Can I see them?
What are the
She goes, we'll go by my house and I'll show them to you.
Yes, what are the two you're missing?
Tour guiding, motions to all of you, and invasive surgery. But I have a chance now! And she taps Fal's shoulder. Don't worry, I get a chance at that now.
Well, Fal, are you willing to suffer for this poor woman's badge?
I step back.
You're on a couch. Slide away. No, you are contagious. We need to lock you down.
Hey, if anyone's doing invasive surgery around here, it's me.
She looks and scowls at you.
Hi.
Do you already have your badge then? Oh, she can't let anyone else get your badge. Oh, you're a professional.
I'm a doctor.
Doctor?
Yeah.
You shrink people's Which doctor? And she runs out of the room.
Autumn also goes, which doctor? She's after her.
Well, I'm having fun. I don't know about y'all.
Paler walks in and goes, so I see you met Tori.
She's a hoot. I can tell you.
There was a doctor and she ran away.
Witch doctors are kind of a problem around here at times.
No, not witch.
No,
cleric.
I understand what you're saying. Tori's excitable.
I can tell.
Sounds like someone else we know. I say, look into Autumn.
Autumn's gone.
She ran with Tori.
She ran out with her Tori.
By the way, she's followed you. You followed her. She's showing you how to barricade a door properly.
Did she have the badge?
Yeah, she was telling you exactly, step by step of how to pass the test.
Autumn's helping. She's like, oh.
So, understand.
I come in through a side door. It didn't work.
There's only one. It's outside. It's a different room. So he just goes, understand. She does know just about everything in the city. She's a kind soul. Just make sure you fully explain yourselves to her. Otherwise, the mind tends to run, and then things happen.
Oh, believe me, I'm
that
trying,
one's
but
taking
she's
a marathon.
I believe me, I'm trying, but she's running faster than I am. But we'll do our level best.
Hey, you guys, come with me. We'll get to her. He walks through the door. There's a knock. Tori? Tyler, no! He's got monkeypox, and there's a witch doctor. You gotta shake your head. You gotta run! Run for it! We already barricaded the door too well. We can't get out.
I got a badge.
I'm not a witch doctor. I'm a cleric.
That's exactly
doctor.
what a witch doctor would say.
I am not breaking the door down because I'm not paying for that.
Autumn looks there. Your witch doctor speak common. Ours just click and stare at you funny.
Well, they've learned. They can learn.
Congratulations on the badge, Autumn.
Wow.
Jared looks and goes, wait, does anyone know how to do this? Jared looks and goes, Autumn?
Uh-huh.
Is there a window in there? There is.
She looks, yeah.
Okay. He walks back to the other room, runs across, walks into the window. Come on,
Hi, Jared.
come on, we're gonna bring you back. He's not a witch doctor. It's okay. See, my head's still regular size. He looks at the door and the work they've done. Actually, you know what? No, that's impressive. I'm not gonna lie, that is impressive.
Autumn high fives the tour guide.
Tori, yeah, high fives for back. And he grabs both of them and runs back across the.
Is there a duo of wee?
Yeah. Oh yeah. How do you do that?
Thank you.
Go do that again.
I think he's what they call a monk.
Oh yeah, monks. She walks.
I look toward. Do you know what a sorcerer is?
Yeah, innately magic. She goes, I have my sorcerer knowledge badge. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I probably know more than you do.
Points to his arm. Points to himself. I don't think so.
Well, you didn't introduce yourself saying, "Hi, I'm an arcane caster. I'm a sorcerer, and I have draconic heritage." God.
Yes, because people usually add rude questions.
She goes, I have my polite question badge. Thank you very much.
Well. He goes to say something, but he like kind of stops himself. Okay, let's give this civil. Let's start again. Holds a hand out. Jarek Heartgaze, sorcerer. I don't know how or why, but it's true.
Wait, you don't know how or why you're a sorcerer?
I was born with it. Don't know where he got it from exactly.
Well, that's how sorcerers happen. Somewhere in your bloodline, someone messed with a dragon. She goes, kind of lewdly, generally. But, they could have been experimental. I mean, who knows? See?
Good to know.
Anymore. And she smiles, walks over.
I follow.
She walks right up to Plasmus, raises an eyebrow.
Plasmus, cleric of life.
I'm watching.
Doctor by profession, not by trade.
I'm watching you, witch doctor. I'm watching you.
Okay.
She smiles, pats him on the shoulder. Walks over to Val. I still think you're sick.
I'm not. I hope to convince you over time. My name is Falstar.
Well,
you can call me Val.
She holds out a cup. Take these. There's a bunch of little herbs and stuff in there. On the outside chance I am right and you are wrong, this will at least make you not contagious.
And what have you're wrong?
You feel better?
Okay. These are bad side effect.
There's only one side effect, but it's very rare.
What is that?
Can I make a nature check on these things?
Sure.
13?
She said, there's, we don't want to say it in front of everyone. Could be kind of embarrassing. She whispers it to you. I will send it to you on Discord, because no one else will see it. Only you.
Okay.
If you have the side effect. There you go.
I take him.
Roll me a D100. You don't have the side effect, I'm sorry.
That's right.
But, No, it feels, it doesn't. Taste isn't great, but yeah. She goes, okay then. So we have a ton of locations to see. We have places to see. We have people to speak to. You probably should introduce yourself to all sorts of people. And so should we go?
Lead the way, lass.
Yeah, location intros are as many as you want. 10. They're special events. So.
Wolf raises his hand.
And she looks off. You know what? I like you. Those are manners. Fine etiquette, sir. I'm gonna put in for a manners badge for you.
Oh, congratulations.
Wolf gives her a thumbs up and says, what's the food like in this city?
Good. I mean, it's food.
Is there any specialties?
Tons of other specialties. Especially now, like there's all sorts of sweets and treats.
His mouth physically starts watering and he looks at Osri.
Did someone feeble mind him? He's drooling a lot.
No, he just really likes food.
Wasn't me.
He really likes
Meat.
food from other places.
Meat. He enjoys meat. And food.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, we got all sorts of weird things. Let's go! And she starts walking up the door.
Autumn skips along behind her.
Yeah, Wolf falls behind.
Follow.
Okay, so you guys can come out through this, and you do see it's very much like a kind of like a jungle floor. You can see the size of the trees that are massive. There is nothing bigger you've seen in your life than these trees, in terms of world and anything along those lines. There is some what looks like farms in this general area. There is kind of entrances in the trees that are built up and around, and there's a couple smaller trees that are more towards the normal size you see, and you see some housing in them that kind of connects. She goes, so welcome to the forest floor. So those are food. So is there anything specifically you'd like to see here? I mean, this is where I would say you'd be able to spend most of your time on your own. So I mean, maybe we should skip most of this because you can find it on your own, and generally we can't do it. Get to the higher ones. This is like a once in a lifetime opportunity, and I don't want you to get arrested. So where would you like to go?
I'm interested in both the carnival and the Fed.
Well, the
Hold
carnival's
on.
being set up. And she motions to you said ice skating, and then she points to a large pond, and there's a bunch of people ice skating on it. In the center of a couple trees.
Autumn blinks and stares at her for a bit, and he goes, "Could you say that all again? You said it so fast. I just
Where
my
you
head
want to
hurt. I don't know.
But there's so many places to go. We can go up.
The
we can go
market.
down, we can go skating. We can go. So the lower understory is more like the commoners. There's some pretty cool things you can see there, like wildlife. The upper understory is commoners and shops. Then you have the canopy, which is all the nobles, and then you have the emergent canopy, which is like the ruling body.
I don't know.
She's bouncing up and down.
Why don't we start with the second tier?
To the lower understory, she says, as she begins to charge towards one of the trees.
You said lower understory?
Yep.
Thank you.
Sorry,
Oh.
I have a question.
She smiles. Questions? I love questions. Go ahead.
I love questions too. Is there a policy about teleporting into the city once you've seen the tree?
We can take you to the druid circles.
Oh, yes.
They handle most of the teleportation via trees.
Autumn starts to bounce. Literally, physically starts to bounce up and down. Druid circles.
But they're over there. She points away from where she is. Well, except for that one. That one's way up there. Which one do you want to go to? But I think you want to go second story. I'm confused.
I want to see them all.
We'll make our way there eventually. Let's continue on where we were going first.
Okay. And she walks up. You basically will see that it's Sora would recognize this. I don't think anyone else was there. You can correct me if I'm wrong. The archways and the trees and everything on the thing sort of remind you of the Enclave. It's not Val you recognize too. They haven't carved these; they have shaped them.
Osri was at the Emerald Enclave like once.
Okay, yeah, you would have seen the stylized then. You'd recognize it. They have not carved into the trees; they have been built, and the trees have been shaped around it. So
wow, some really pretty architecture, Dirk.
And there's bioluminescence inside, the staircases you lead your way up. You guys ascend for a good 150 feet. Up into the thing, and you walk out until basically the branches have been grown in a way that it's also almost platforms. Circular platforms for the trees. If you think of putting a Christmas tree together, you know how if you don't bend everything in, it just makes a single disc.
Right.
It's like that. They've grown the trees and branches basically in these large circular patterns.
Ooh.
Impressive.
She goes, "Welcome to the lower understory." A couple of elvish guards look towards you. She goes, "These are my... They're going to get me my tour guide badge." And one of them just nods and shakes his head a little bit at her. And she goes, "Then I'll just have one more. Can I do invasive surgery on you?" She looks. And he just shakes his head and says something in elvish. Basically the kind of "no way in hell, Tori," and walks off.
What's invasive surgery?
I open you up and I do things inside of you. She smiles.
What?
Yeah. She goes, "It's done." So you take a knife, right? And she walks over to you and she pokes your belly. And she goes, "You say make an incision here, and then I can fix things naturally inside of you." Sometimes
I
we
think
sew them together.
I had a friend whose mum had surgery like that because we couldn't afford the cleric.
Did you like it? Tori says.
I mean, she lived.
We can do it again.
No.
I think I'm pretty fixed on the inside. Yeah. I think I'm good.
She pokes a couple times. "I don't know. We can fix you."
No. I mean, I'm good. I was fixed by regeneration. Thank you.
"I know that spell." She stands up and starts walking towards.
What did you need to have regenerated, Osri?
Oh, I had a harpoon go straight through my chest. You didn't know that?
Remember with the skeletons?
No one told Sora.
Got it.
What?
What?
Ouchies.
When did this happen?
Didn't we tell you? I've told a lot of people. I feel like I told everyone. I might have skipped. Sorry.
Yeah.
Goddard saved her.
Yeah.
She tried to stop skeleton, she was telling me, and then she got harpooned through the chest.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty. I almost passed out.
Right here. Points towards her chest where she got hit.
Rose was there. Oh, and Kahal. Kahal chopped the what is it? The metal part off, I think. The hook, the harpoon, the hook thing part off, so I can slide off it. It really hurt.
Sounds like it would.
See, I didn't know that part.
Wolf looks at Fel and raises his hand for a high five. Wood.
Hey, thank Goddard. I'm alive. Let's go. She walks after Tori.
Okay,
Jared just blinks at hearing all this. Goes, "The weird. and just continues to follow the guide.
Welcome to our world. So Tori, I was BRB'd while you said it. What's in the?
You
What's in the?
BRB'd? What? What is a BRB? Pulls out a
It's
notebook and starts writing. A BRB is.
Be right back.
Be right back. But you were.
I would
you
not
were
mentally.
there.
Sorry.
Oh.
You mentally checked out.
Yep.
Boring, aren't I?
I had
Put
I
your
had
head
something.
down.
No, I had to go get food.
Where'd you get food? There's no street vendors down here.
I have my ways. So what you were saying, the lower understory. What was in that again?
Basically, common housing.
Okay.
Many kind of interesting individuals.
And you said the upper understory was where the shops were.
Yes, the shopping
I think I checked back in when you said that part.
Yep. You guys, druids. Itch, give me a perception check. Druids.
You'll have to roll one.
So out there.
Okay, Aaron.
14.
Oh wait, she's not here.
Epi, you get your roll? Am I rolling for you too? Epi. He's gone. Epi's gone.
Epi, come back.
So I'll just roll for him anyways. So you look around, Sora and Autumn.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, some birds, snakes, lizards. You see a jaguar kind of snapping up in some trees. And you see a giant boa constrictor. Just kind of around and everything.
If only Aaron was here.
They seem to be almost like pets. Napping in different kind of areas where the house is. You also realize that... So as you're walking along this canopy, every now and then you kind of see these built-up archways that seem to have staircases, like smaller staircases down, almost like they're inside the tree themselves. There is, housing and rooms and stuff like that. So that the branches are thick enough around where people can actually live inside the tree branches.
Wow.
She goes, so, do you have family here? Is that why we're going in through here? Or do you, what would you like to see?
I mean, frankly, to be perfectly honest, I've everything. I mean, I've never really seen much forest like this before, let alone a city built into one.
She starts walking quickly. Well, I can show you my house, and she starts running towards down the trees.
Sure. Do you live alone?
Yep, I do. She's running at a pretty good pace. You realize that you're running from tree to tree. Like this city is built on a number of massive trees. You're basically running across. Yeah.
How far away?
You guys are traveling a good. How far away is what? Her house?
Yeah, I'm asking her.
15. She goes, about 10 minutes if you run this quick. She goes, but 15, if she slows down a bit, 15 minutes if you run like this.
How about we check out your house on the way back down?
But she points to Wolf, but he earned a badge.
Do you have
Okay.
badges at your house?
I do.
Extra ones?
I do.
Oh, look, so Wolf, you could get a badge.
Well, if we your house on the way back, just that we'll be able to pan out.
But I can take all of them now. I wasn't thinking earlier.
Okay.
So, you realize that there's ways up across this entire city. You're just being able to see, different parts of this tier, Val. You realize you don't have to come back to that. Each kind of chunk has some way up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you run over and then you kind of come to one of these archways. As she goes, "This is my house," and she starts walking down into it.
Oh, Sora follows. Epi, epi, epi.
Oi, oi, oi! Yay, badges!
So she heads down into it, and she opens the door. She goes, "Welcome to my home," and it's a decent, like, it's a one kind of bedroom house, and there's a number of there's books everywhere, and there's inkwells and stuff. And she's like, "So this is my place," and badges, and you see Autumn. You see the sash. There's two holes in it for the badges left.
Autumn
There's so many of them.
Stares at the majesty of this thing, looks at her and goes, "I want one."
Oh, okay. A sash. She puts one on you. And puts a barricade badge on. There you go. I can even give them out.
She goes, I want to get all the badges.
If I think it would be lovely.
She puts the sash on her. She looks at it and goes, hold on one second. And she takes a like a knife out. She cuts the seams and adds a little bit of fabric. You're tall. And she puts it around you.
Autumn asks, "Is that a badge?"
She goes, and then she looks at Wolf. "You want a sash too?"
Wolf gives her a thumbs up.
Yeah, gets you a sash to go over. Gives you your manners badge.
Woo!
Anyone else? She's got like a bunch of them. She's got a box of these. Okay, she gives Foul one.
Sure, why not?
Gives Jarek one. Azuri Plaz.
Okay.
Gives Plaz one. Still looks at you.
If you can't beat them, join them.
If you want, I can help with that invasive surgery one.
She goes, "Oh, just lay right there. I'll make sure I cut you open. Come on, so we can do it right now."
I meant helping you cut someone else open, but...
The problem's not the doing, it's the finding the person.
Autumn slowly scoot towards Wolf.
Autumn squints and then says, "Do you have to fix the person or just cut them up and then close them again?"
That's a good question.
I mean, I have to show that I can sew things up and do the things. I don't think there has to be something wrong.
I mean, so you basically you just need to be able to stitch someone shut, right?
Yeah.
Autumn goes, "I'll help." Pulls out her scimitar and goes to cut her arm.
What are you doing?
No, I have to make the decision.
What?
Oh, okay. She then holds her arm out to names. Head hurts. Tori.
She pushes her arm down onto like this bench. Goes, "Okay, all right." So she goes through cables with a scalpel. All right,
aren't we
little one? You can get your nurse badge.
What?
Come on over here.
Aren't we supposed to be on a tour?
You are on a tour.
But
You're on a tour?
Wolf,
I was about to make that.
But
Wolf covers Osri's eyes and starts heading for the door. With
why
her.
is it dark? What? What are you? Ah!
Sora goes over.
Sorry,
Cleaner.
she hands Sora like a thing. Okay, so that's a basin of water.
Mm-hmm.
She pulls up a bottle of alcohol and starts getting the thing. All right, Autumn, this is gonna hurt. Or do you not want to?
I looked at Jared. You were right. It's a really good thing I'm here.
Autumn's like, can I sit down for this or?
She's laid you down on the bed.
Oh,
With
okay.
white sheet.
Autumn's like, yeah, I'm down for this.
Do you want it not to hurt? I can do it. Make sure it doesn't hurt.
Sure, that'd be great.
She pulls out she opens the thing and gives you a box of these leaves. She goes, "Just chew on them. You won't feel anything.
Autumn starts to chew on the leaves.
You don't feel anything.
This
You don't feel anything. You're just giggling. And you can't
This is
move.
gonna be the episode where Autumn loses a kidney.
What?
So she begins. She goes, "Okay, does anyone need a body part? I'm gonna be in there anyways. Drink too much, liver, anything? Okay." So it begins to cut Autumn's belly button. And goes, "Okay." So it pulls out a kidney. She literally, because you said it, she pulls out Autumn's kidney. "Oh, look, I got your kidney."
Oh,
Hey, I had 2 of those.
Don't worry, you'll have two again. She puts it in a side thing to prove that she's opened someone up, and she begins to sew. You back up with one less kidney. Literally one less kidney. And she sews. She goes, since you are a doctor, are my sewing skills to your liking?
Did you remember to close the connection point of the kidney?
Yeah. What do you take
Good.
me for? With First Badger? God.
What is even happening with these?
So she goes, all right, so I then have a witness. Can you sign this? And she hands you a paper to sign, plus.
Okay. She indeed removed a kidney.
She puts the a nurse badge on Sora. She puts a mentor badge on Plasmus. And then she looks at Autumn. She goes, you're a patient. Puts a patient badge on Autumn's sash.
Autumn looks down.
She goes, and now, we give her a kidney back. She puts the kidney in ice and puts both hands on Autumn's chest and casts Regenerate.
Oh my god.
Over the next minute, a really painful experience is not felt by Autumn. Because Autumn's still chewing on those leaves. And the scar from the incision is gone.
That's creepy.
She goes, you can spit those out now.
Okay.
This is like
She looks for someone to spit them out.
Yeah, has a cup.
She spits into a
Sora,
cup.
Sora leans down to Tori.
Uh-huh.
Are those plants native?
Uh-huh.
Where did you get them?
Points up. Up there.
If possible, I would like to buy some.
Let's talk to the druids.
I would.
I want a whole bunch of crate. It was great.
I have a question for you, Tori.
She
Because
smiles.
you gave me those pills. Does that mean I was a patient too?
Yeah. And she puts a patient pin on you.
Okay.
She grabs a big sack full of pins and goes, all right. We're in for it now. Let's do this. And she looks at Autumn. Yeah, you can walk now. You might get little tinglies in your feet for about an hour.
Wolf raises his hand from the door with Osri.
Thank you for letting us watch that.
Don't look in the ice bucket.
She takes the ice bucket. Yeah.
Don't look at the what?
She puts it. She takes her Hayward's handy haversack and puts the kidney in it.
Oh.
I helped.
Sora high fives Autumn. Good job.
Autumn, high five, Sora.
There might be a bear badge, but they haven't done any bears stuff. So Tori looks
That
at you.
was
Goes,
impressive.
so you wanted to go out, right?
Wolf
Yes,
says-
please.
Druids.
And you wanted food, didn't you, Wolf?
Oh, he shakes his head. Where are all the other adventures at? Where do they usually hang out at?
What are their other ventures?
Or
Other guilds.
Oh, I don't know. They're probably on their tours. You guys were late. I thought I wasn't going to get a chance.
Well, you got the best for last.
I did. She puts her arm around Autumn. She's awesome. And this one's help. She tries to put her arm also around Sora and goes, and just puts it around her waist. She is too.
Could you possibly show us
She's a
where
5'1" woman.
the markets are?
Uh-huh. Yeah, sure. Let's
Thank
go.
you.
I'm watching you, witch doctor. And she begins to lead out. And she starts
I'm
walking.
watching you, excitable one.
She goes, I'm sorry, but my heart is taken. And walks away.
What?
Aww.
And she begins to walk as you guys exit her house. Begins to walk towards another large tree. The trunk and well, there are guards posted outside this one. That this was an interest up. Looks, she goes, nope, they're all with me. I'm getting my tour guide badge. And both of the guys just shake their head.
And when you turn in the paperwork, your invasive surgery badge.
She already has it on, man.
What
She
the?
already gave that to her. She just needed the witness slip. It's good. So she just starts charging up. She goes, and we're going shopping. Cause Wolf's
So
hungry.
what do you get if you get all the badges?
She goes, I don't know. That's what I want to find out.
Well, there's 49, so maybe it's a badge collector's badge.
But that would mean there's 50. Oh my god, I'm too away now. Oh no, I was wondering. I'm so. Ah, and she just starts freaking out and she walks up.
I should just stop talking.
It's all right, Tori. I'm sure you're doing very well.
But no, my whole life's a lie now.
No, it's not.
What badges do you have left?
I don't know anymore.
She just needs her tour guide.
Autumn hugs her and picks her up. You know, she told.
You kind of broke up there for me.
Autumn hugs her and then picks her up so she can sob over.
Yeah.
Autumn.
Oh yeah, she's sobbing like a baby
Kite.
in Autumn's arms.
There. It's okay.
Jaren just blinks from the back like, okay. Maybe I shouldn't have come. I don't know anymore. And just keeps continuing to follow me. So, as you guys enter, you see like a bustling marketplace. Tons of like, it almost looks like the stalls themselves are grown from the trees and the branches brought out, and there are people selling. Wolf, I'll just give this to you immediately. As soon as you hit the open air, the smells of food from festival and like street vendors and everything, it just hits your Wolf's gone into the mass of people.
Wait, don't.
Wait, Wolf! She'll chase after.
Autumn watches the halfling man.
Like, he instinctively starts going, hold still. Then he kind of catches himself before he accidentally casts the whole person on him.
Azra, you can't keep up with Wolf. He's gone. You're almost being trampled because people aren't looking for halflings. This is a primarily elven city. They're not
Wolf!
I pick up Osri and I run after him.
Marco!
Wolfo!
Hello.
I hold Osri above my head.
Wolf, you immediately are like, you've gone through about 3 stations. You have some sort of like fried dough concoction. You have a churro. You have
corn dog.
Yeah, a corn dog.
Is this a market or a fair?
This is street markets, man. They have everything.
It's a street market during a fair.
Novelty hat. Have you got a novelty hat with?
Yeah, he's actually. So you can't see him yet. So Zuri, as you hear Wolfo and he looks back, his face is also painted as a panther. He's somehow done all this in like 6 seconds. You're not quite sure how. You feel an action surge may have been used.
Oh my god. And you're not going to share?
He holds out the churro.
She takes it and eats
It's
it.
bigger than Azuri.
She still eats it.
Holy hell.
Is Osri still being held above
Yes.
your character's head?
Just small bits of cinnamon and crumbs dragged all over your hair and being clothing.
I lower her down so she's like head level, like in front of me.
Yeah.
Hi. You want some?
Wolf will look to everyone slowly, and then he'll look to Sora, and he'll just mouth, "I'm sorry."
Sora bows her head. It's all right, Wolf. You were excited.
You were what?
You hear her call out, You there, Dragonborn!
Sora turns.
There's this elf, kind of similarly kind of dressed similar to a druid. Not quite a druid-looking individual, but he has that kind of look to him. He goes, You're a druid, aren't you? I can spot you a mile away. You're tall.
Yes.
He's like, you're tall.
Thank you.
He goes, have you heard the latest craze? Come over. Come, try my food.
The latest craze. I have not.
Yes.
Wolf inches
Come,
over.
please. He kind of, you smell like a lot of kind of like plants and like simmering, kind of like probably marinated and stuff. You kind of smell this weird stuff. He goes, So, there are many druids who don't like meat. And, of course, it's super healthy for you, right? So we call it Drugan. It's a new diet. We don't eat anything that comes from animals. Because for druids. And he pulls up and it's just like, there's like moss and stuff and it's flavored. And he's like, yo, come try it. And he puts a little bit in a cup and hands it to you.
Is this D&D's form of vegan?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Jarek is immediately 10 steps away.
Autumn.
It's all healthy,
Sora
of course.
takes
Yeah, I mean,
She tries it.
it doesn't taste terrible, but it is lacking that distinctive meat texture. But it's got the flavoring of meat, which doesn't make sense because you're trying not to eat meat, right? But it's lacking the texture.
Don't Dragonborns have...
Was very delicious. My name is Sora. Who are you?
My name is Elhorn Drugan.
Elhorn Drugan. And you said this was Drew. What did you call
Drugan.
it?
It's Drugan. It's a Drugan diet. I named it after myself.
Are you druid?
Oh, no. I am simply a man about business.
Can I have...
Sora would like to insight this man.
Sure.
You will need to roll.
I was about to ask the same question.
What else is... What is the other question?
No, just the insight.
No, he's not a druid. You get on 29. He's not a druid. He is a man about business. He probably wanted to be a druid one day. Couldn't cut it out. Wasn't built to be it. But figured he could give back to the druid community.
I have
Sora
a question.
smiles. She reaches into her robes and she gets one of a seed.
Mm-hmm.
She uses the druid craft and gives him a flower.
Thank you very much. You are too sweet. And looks to Autumn as she's about to ask a question.
Oh no, this is for you, Seth. What can I do to see how he eats the moss?
What?
By eating it. Would that be... Say a...
You're cutting in and out. That's the
Hello?
problem. Hello? Say you ate the
Hello?
moss.
How about now?
I heard say you ate the moss.
How would I tell how would I tell?
You
How
might
would you
wanna
tell what
type
kind
it
of
out?
By eating
Poor
it.
Epi.
He might want to type out his question.
Does anyone else have a question for Mr. Elhorn while she's trying?
I'd like to try it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it's decent. It's no meat. It's a decent meat substitute. Yes, Abby, your question.
How would I tell how he flavors it?
Would be survival, I'd say. You're not sure, like, the exact things that he's using, but it's pretty much all based off of plants and stuff like that, spices and stuff. Similar, basically, he's throwing, spices that we would normally see on a meat around
Right.
the,
Okay. Autumn start to eat.
We have books on how to cook and recipes and where to find your specific flavorings and in all sorts of different areas.
Any in Druidic?
Actually, yes, we have some in Druidic. Puts down one of the books.
How much?
I'd like one.
For the two of you, as you are druids, you get the druid discount, as you can spread the Drugan diets across the world, as being druids yourself. Just a mere 10 gold for the two druids.
So I would pay the man for both of them.
I take the 20 gold and hand you both a book. There you go. All sorts of great tips and tricks in there to survive in all sorts of climates without meat.
Thank you.
So awesome.
So do either of you open up the books and look into them?
Mm-hmm.
There is a preface to the book, and it says, Well, not everyone should take this stance, but if you feel honored, you should make sure that anytime you see someone eating meat, you speak about how disgusting that is and yell at them. Because how dare they?
She chooses not to abide by that.
No, it's not part of this. This is a preface to how some people had acted when they went on a diet.
If you turn around, Wolf is eating a chunk of meat.
He has no problem with it.
What's the
He's cutting in and out again.
Yeah.
What's the book called?
The book's called The Drugan Diet. A guide in theory to living meatless.
Sora would like to buy 2 pounds
Of
his moss things.
Oh yeah, he packages it up nicely for you. Do you want it flavored or to cook later?
Both.
Okay, get you. I'll put some nice little like Chinese to go boxes and hands them to you.
Autumn suggests. Autumn looks and goes, "You should maybe see about making pasta versions of that."
Oh, we do. We kind of motions to noodles, as well as he also motions to like mushrooms and other things. We have this. This is the really good stuff. And he cuts a small bit out of a big portobello mushroom that's been flavored and hands it both of you. This is the texture's the closest.
Sora takes it and tries one.
Yeah, it's the texture's actually the closest to meat you could probably come to buy. Portobello mushrooms are the texture's very similar.
Wow, I'm impressed.
But they're very rare, of course.
Yes. Where did you find these?
In jungles and the floor. Obviously, something has to die for the fungi to grow. But,
Is there any like around the floor that they're at?
No, you guys are like 350 feet in the air.
Oh, so we're not in the jungle area anymore?
You're still technically in the city.
Okay.
If we come across some in our travel, would you like us to bring them here?
Oh, of course we could. Definitely, we could do all sorts of things.
Yeah. Any sheep or benches? Have you come across any good recipes?
Good what?
Sorry, brewing recipes.
Oh, there's all sorts of beers, but I don't brew, but there's brewers around.
Yeah. I'll go look for some.
These are all just natural, right? Herbalist stuff.
Yep.
Nothing alchemist.
Nothing alchemist here. Or at least that you're aware of.
Okay.
Sorry, finally finishing your sniffles up. Because what else would you like to see?
Sora gives her a hug.
She hugs Sora back. Because Plasma's ruined her world.
Wait, what did he do?
He told her that the reward's probably another badge, which means her whole life has been a lie.
Well, no, you see, I noticed that altogether there's 49.
No, you're right. That's the
that
thing.
just
That's right.
seemed like a wrong number.
You're right. That's the best part.
Awesome.
The world's ruined because she never thought of it.
Plasma's saver and ruiner of lives.
You really are a witch doctor.
What
Total witch.
What would you guys like to look in the shops? A brewery? Yeah, there is definitely a Wildreach brewery. If that's where y'all want to go, I remind you guys have about 30 minutes left of your expiration.
We don't. We should like try to see as much as we can. You know.
Sora would look to Tori. Can you take us to places where we would not normally be able to go on our own?
Just if you're already here, you can't go.
What?
She says she's already where you can't go when the tour's over.
Wolf raises his hand.
I didn't understand.
Basically, you are in an area that you can't access at the beginning. The only reason you're able to access this right now is because you're with the tour guide.
Oh, well, I'm taking this opportunity to look for a bookstore.
I was about to say
Oh,
the
God.
same thing.
Bookstores?
Totally.
I hear some people going to a
Bookstores or
bookstore.
trinket shops,
actually-
I'll take either.
There's
Wolf
both.
Wolf looked to her and asked.
Wolf, there's tons of more carnival food around too.
Oh no! That's not what he's gonna ask. He's gonna look to her and just ask, with all the painted face, and look to her with the semi-serious face and just ask, so where are the trials against other guilds supposed to happen?
I don't know. Why do you guys want to fight other people?
Wolf gives a thumbs up.
Well, is there a tavern where people go out to contact other guilds if they have a problem?
This is the first time the guilds have been here. She points to
Clearly,
you hear
Can
you
you-
hear from somewhere because Azuri is still being elevated. Am I correct?
I mean, yeah, she's being held up. I guess.
Friend Azuri!
What? Lazos?
Lazos!
Walks over, waves. Hi, friend Azuri. Hi, guy with the thumbs up. Hi, sickly looking man. Hi, man with scales on shoulder. Hi, Sora. Hi, red-haired woman. Hi.
Is Sam with him?
No, Sam went back to the guild
found those Lazos.
because he'd have to go back to his guild
Okay.
to get here.
Yeah, Wolf
Oh,
cooks
I
would
the
wave.
churro and hands it to Lazo.
Nods.
I would wave, but I don't want to drop my friend here.
He goes, how are all of you?
Doing well.
You guys missed a big display upstairs. It's cool. Points up.
A big display? Zora looks up.
Yeah, the nobles had some sort of. They played the music and they had the dancing. Very elegant.
Yeah.
Very beautiful.
Is this still?
That's why I'm down here.
Thank you for telling us. Hi,
Yeah, that's-
I'm Val Star.
Hi, I'm Necromancer Lazos, but you can call me Lazos. He smiles. Shakes your hand.
Wolf looks to their other group members.
You-
Meeting with the nobles would have been nice to know.
He looks, they're all kind of stuffy. Shakes his head.
Yep, I figured.
Wolf remembers something.
Except for
and
that one. There was, Azuri, there was another friend up there. And not Thomas.
Who?
What's his name? Friend Biggins. He's funny.
Oh. Yeah.
He's older.
Yeah. Yeah, it's no surprise that he was able to get up there on his, without being stopped by guards and stuff. That's great Uncle Biggins for you. What?
Great uncle?
He doesn't like me.
Wrong names.
What?
He doesn't like me.
He rubs his chin. I don't know. He was the one providing the music.
Oh. Really?
Nods.
Is he still there?
Why are we saying that?
Lots of strikes. I don't know why they left.
Cool.
Okay. He waves. Sorry to be short, but we have missions to go do. Thank you. Byes.
Likewise, have a good day.
Bye. Nice meeting you.
Waves. Bye, friend Azuri.
Was
I'm
he
going-
the necromancer you were
I'm
talking
going
about
to
before?
kill a dragon. And he runs.
Cool.
What color?
I think it's the red.
Good luck!
Thank you. He runs.
Wolf blinks.
Yeah, that's the necromancer that got Goddard in a bit of a pickle.
Although thanks to him, I did get to play cards with dead people and drink really old whiskey. So,
I'm neutral towards this. Do not mention to Goddard that I am Lazarus's friend. He will not be happy.
Wolf pats her head.
noted.
Okay.
Fireball!
Interesting. I'll come back. Yes, we can hear you.
Dogs.
Alright, so bookstore.
Yep.
Booze.
So I hear bookstore, I hear booze. Where are you guys actually going?
Osri wants to go up to see if they're still playing.
Armorsmiths.
There is Armor Smiths too.
Sora would like to look to Tori. Red Dragon?
There's one in the mountains.
Do you have other problems that you would need help?
She nods. Not me, but people. Merchants, travelers. You get information from Rainsport too.
I'm guessing information down on the forest floor.
What would you say?
I'm guessing we get that on the forest floor.
The forest floor is where you become. It all depends on the missions. Obviously, Lazarus was not with a. So what you know is Lazarus was not with a tour guide
Group.
and he was up in the Noble District, which means that his guild has already progressed at some point past where you guys will be.
Ah.
What? The thing just started like today.
5 days ago.
How they have? Huh?
5 days ago. Since December. You guys started it today. You have to realize some guilds are going to be staggered. It's a storytelling mechanic. If you want to actually compete against other characters, I can run every time you miss a day. They do the bounties. But
No,
it's
thank
a
you.
storytelling mechanic. Every guild gets their own list of quests.
I do have a question for our guide.
Tori.
Can you get to the druids without a guide?
The ones on the floor, yeah, but not the ones up in the Noble District.
She looks to Sora.
Look, I just want to see if I can find a book about Sora.
A book about
That's
Sora?
Sorcerers.
I think you had a book about
You
Sora.
startled me.
I was like, you could talk to her and write it.
Sora waves? What?
Just we'll sit down, have brunch, and we'll talk about each other's life stories. How about that? Have mimosas.
Tori looks like I can't leave you. You guys have to make a decision. Group decision. Where you have time to basically visit one more thing
Okay.
with your tour guide.
Out of character, what do you think is the most important thing to visit? We're in an area where we can't get access to.
If you have an idea, Epi, please share it with the class.
The nobles are one thing, but we heard from Sev that it's already ended, and the music stopped. So we're not going to get as much information as we would have if we had gone straight to the nobles to begin with. So
Well, we can always explore back down to the forest floor, get our bearings of where things are down there.
So we're in an area with merchants, lots of merchants.
See who
My
needs help.
advice is look for the busiest shop or the person who has the biggest shop, who looks the most well off as merchants come.
And then what? Ask him questions to see if he needs help or the like, or just
Merchants good merchants, especially successful merchants, tend to have their fingers in a lot of different pies. They need to keep their information going because it affects how their stock works.
Rumors and information, understood.
Mm-hmm. That's my advice. In character, I just want to go to the druids.
Zuri, what do you vote on?
I like Epi's idea.
Look for the busiest merchant or the busiest shop. Plasmas.
Considering what I want is mostly a selfish thing, I can put that aside and hope I can do it at a later time. So I'm fine with what they said.
Okay, Epi.
Yeah, I'd say look for a merchant who seems to know what he's doing.
Firefly.
I think that we should go to the merchant that has the least business, that looks bored, and looks willing to talk. Because if we go to the busiest one, we're not going to be able to get a word in edgewise.
That actually makes sense.
Gent.
I'm basically the same way as Plasma's. My thing is selfish, so I go with the group. And I agree with Firefly.
Yeah, I actually agree with Firefly. Help out.
I have no real thing either which way, so I'll say go with the group.
And finally, the Spartans.
I encourage violence, so let's go with Firefly.
Encourage violence. Let's go with Firefly.
I'm kidding. Let's go with
All right,
Firefly.
so Wolf flicks the back of your scales on your head, Sora, and encourages violence.
Gives her a thumbs up, and then hands her half
So
a
you
churro.
look for you guys begin walking the mercantile district. You walk by the bookstore, the trinket store, the brewery. You see the tavern is very busy, and you ask for the boredest, least successful merchant in town. And Tori says, "I know just the man." And as you guys kind of make it to this little kind of shop on the far end.
We never said least successful. Least successful. We just said bored.
It's generally that merchants can be bored.
Same thing.
Well, I
Not
mean,
successful.
it could be a very expensive.
I asked
shop.
if there was a tavern, and you said no.
I said there was a tavern. So there's taverns on every floor. There's a tavern back on the floor of the well, there's always a tavern in every district.
I know what
I was
she.
confused.
She was asking if there was a tavern where everybody met.
Yeah, you were asking if everyone
And-
met. All adventurers met. Adventurers don't meet, and she doesn't know that.
Not adventurers, where people meet to go to contact like the guild people.
Yeah, they have never worked with the guilds, but this is them feeling out the guilds.
Oh, okay.
So that doesn't exist. There's taverns everywhere, but there's no location there's no location that fits your inquiry.
Okay, then let's just go in a random tavern then. If we're gonna do that, because then we can just get information and rumors.
The one question that I think no one asked is, hey, by the way, is there a bounty board?
No, the guards handle bounties.
Wolf raises his hand to Autumn. Yes, it's back on the island.
And when the guards need someone to do a job for them, where do they put that information?
In the hands of the person they're asking them to do it.
That's fair enough.
So where are we going? We go into this merchant person?
Merchant or tavern? I'll say it because since there was a confusion. Is there a merchant or tavern? We're doing rapid fire.
The fuck? Thanks. Crap. I don't know.
Pick one.
Leopard.
3, 2, 1.
Merchant?
Plasmus, merchant or tavern?
Tavern.
Abby, merchant or tavern?
Tavern.
Firefly, merchant or tavern?
Tavern.
Gent, merchant or tavern?
Sorry, I was muted. Tavern.
Craig, merchant at tavern.
Merchant.
Spartans, merchant at tavern.
Merchant.
4-3. Going to the tavern. So,
Good.
you guys stop, and just the smell of wolf, I don't know what that is, but man, you cannot resist yourself as you dart inside.
He's. Oh, darn it. I'm gonna chase after him.
Oh, gosh darn it, Wolf.
The,
Margo!
the last time I let one of my party members get away, he
He
died.
can't speak.
Cotton.
He's got his mouth in some sort of hunch of something, and it's amazing.
Osri, he's gotten murdered.
So as
I
you
thought
walk
I
in,
was the one who ran around.
as you walk in, who's looking at the name of this establishment?
I will.
Read.
I can't read.
Yeah, I can't read Elven,
You guys
so.
are entering into the Third Canary Pub.
Oh. I wonder what happened to the first two.
Do you say that aloud?
No.
Please tell me say it aloud.
Yes.
I probably.
Yes. You
Awesome.
said it.
Fine, sure. I'm like, what happened to the first two?
You just see some elf up in the corner. Goddamn Cortians!
Oh.
What's that supposed to mean?
Excuse me? Shakes fist.
You burned down our pubs.
I was gonna
I
say,
never
is
said-
this why there's no fire match?
Yes. We didn't have to have it as a law until Cortians started coming out and moving around. People just had common sense not to light the forest on fire.
Autumn holds up a hand.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Points to the dragonborn. I hear you, sister.
Amen.
I am so glad that this all happened before I was around.
Looks over, goes, name's Leovin, this is my establishment. He points at your charred signs. That was the first and the second Canary Pub.
Oh, no,
Follow the remains.
Going back. What do you mean people are setting forests on fire?
Cortia, it's a land of fire. It's
I
like
declare war.
the plan of fire comes to the mortal plane, you know? Jeez.
Ember she stomps and goes, I declare war in Cortia. I will build an army of squirrels.
Ember does?
Not Ember.
Autumn? Autumn saying this out loud, right?
Yep.
Wolf.
Osri.
And he holds his sword and shield out.
No, we have actual
just-
knives for that and plates. God, here, somebody hands it to like a waitress who comes over. No, dear, sit down. Here, this is a knife. You don't need to use your sword to cut it. It's okay. Calm down. And she walks away.
Osri just face palms.
This is a fun place.
There's a bunch of people out and about. As you know, the packed establishment. You see some other colors, similar sort of capes, from different guilds. People sitting down, having conversations, looking towards the group. A few chuckles, a few words, but everyone seems in relatively good spirits. There's no sort of anyone kind of arguing. Is all of a sudden there's a small clapping sound as the bard takes the stage.
Here we go.
As a what? A bard?
Yes, a bard, and she is flanked by a few what seem to be like backup singers. And she smiles. She looks across the crowd and looks at, I think Azuri's like yelling at Wolf as he's eating. And she chuckles. Oh, Miss Lindaquell! I just saw your great uncle.
What? Begins? Where? What? Hi. History to know who she is?
Sure!
No.
Wow.
She looks good.
People keep running into other people they know when I'm around.
20. Do you recognize her? And you can't remember her last name for the life of you?
Is it Cher? The singer?
No one knows Cher's last name. It doesn't exist.
Sunny.
You say it's Sunny?
Mm-hmm.
Cher Sunny?
Mm-hmm.
Sunny and Cher.
You know, you know that that Valerie is her first name. She's a famous elven bard. She generally only writes stories about great events that happened.
Valerie! Oh, hi! You saw my you saw my
One does not
uncle.
simply not see Biggins. But
Yeah,
excuse me,
he
I have a performance. Why don't you let me go see how it's done? She
Uh,
smiles.
Oh.
oh. Okay.
Are you performing a song, or are you doing poetry, or what are you?
It's going to be a song. You kind of hear the chants. As
Wolf
everyone
stands
gets
behind-
dead silent in the
Hold on.
establishment.
Hold on.
Someone's getting yelled at.
Dead silent.
Osri gets like a little sass going on.
Wolf stands behind Osri and snaps his fingers side to side.
I thought you were gonna, because everyone's getting quiet, you were gonna stuff food in her mouth. That's really what I thought you were going, Wolf. I'm so disappointed now.
Wow.
Ozzy,
Yes.
you're representing not
To
only yourself,
all of my children in whom life flows abundant. To all of my children to whom death has
This Spartan knows where this is from.
So do I, but that's because I'm reading it.
Oh my gosh.
Shining is the lamb's light of justice.
So as she continues on, eventually the song coming to an end, she's standing us. She takes an extra deep bow towards you, Azuri, and smiles and says, "You had such momentum these last 5 years, and then you seem to have just dropped off the circuit."
Excuse me, what do you mean? I am
Oh, it has
still
been
going.
months, dear, since you've had a proper performance.
I mean, I've been busy as an adventurer.
Oh,
That is true.
I mean, sure, there are plenty of bards who turn to adventure that can't just cut their life, being just purely a musician and an artist. She approaches and sits at the table next to Wolf and Azure, and says, "Oh, you are colors, Burning Phoenix. Please join us, And apparently your comrade."
Is she mentioning Wolf?
Yeah, Wolf's sitting right there. But she's invited like Plasmus, Fal, everyone else.
Yeah,
Autumn
Sitting
she.
at her
sits
table.
down. Autumn sits down right next to her. Hello.
She smiles.
Sit down.
I love the rustic look. It's very, very fitting for you.
Thank you. She gives her a hug.
She smiles, just taps your back. There you go, dear.
I'll sit directly across from her.
Sit.
So
No,
your first
you can come back.
venture to Wildreach. I take
Thumbs
it.
Yeah.
So you'll be trying to gain entrance into the upper districts, I take it.
Yeah. I want to go to a brewery.
And the brewery's the other side of here. It's not very far away. Oh, you haven't even gained here. You with Tory Waves. Ah, Tory, dear. You're all on your tour. Oh. Very interesting.
Do you have any advice?
Yes, get working.
Okay. Do you have any jobs?
I will have one. I will have it sent to your guild.
Thank you. She gives her another hug.
Yes. We'll just say that I wish to see what your bards have.
Wolf points to Autumn, and then the way that she did it to him. Betrayer! Shows mood in her. Shows mood. Wow. Shows food in her mouth.
She just sits there eating, like, shrugs.
So, that being said, I will
I'm
love
back.
your bards to put on a grand performance. We'll have
What?
it down for the common people. I will send the writ. And if you impress me, maybe I'll get you moved to a higher tier.
Wait, what did I just come back to?
The Zeracius
How you
will slap down the challenge of you and all the bards of your guild.
Oh,
Just the bards?
Oh, I mean, unless you would like to interpretively dance.
It is a part of it.
Wolf looks to Osri and gives her an encouraging thumbs up.
she will
I think that's any different.
give Valerie a very polite smile and say, "Sure."
I look forward to it.
Jay.
Look
Firefly,
forward.
you're robotic. Sorry for that.
What are you supposed to give bards when they sing really pretty?
Money.
Autumn hands her a copper.
Osri's eyes widen a little.
She looks to Autumn and taps her shoulder.
Uh-huh.
Inciting. Obviously, she incites that, and it was not meant to be a slight. She notices
No.
it, and she nods her head to Autumn. She says, "Thank you very much."
Autumn gives her another hug.
And she looks to Zuri. I do look for you to be center stage, of course, when the Burning Phoenix Bards play at the grand event. Now,
So-
mind you, I have extended the offer to a few of the bards and other guilds, so it is a competition.
So what's this? Is it individual play or is it group play?
That is depending on how you would like to answer the challenge. If you, well, are the only good bard in your guild, then I would assume that you would be the only one who can.
Well, I'm not
How?
doubting. I have seen the other bards in my guild.
Let's be honest, you are
Play.
Linda Quill. There's a certain air of reputation to precede you.
Well, of course.
And I mean, we don't. Great bards don't play with, well, tavern bards, right? She smiles. And looks very well.
But do you know what great bards play with? They play with friends.
Oh, of course. She motions to the people she just performed with. I just demonstrated that, my dear.
Of course.
So, I will have that sent to you. But obviously, the council did want a special performance of the song, so I must be going. Good luck. She, bows.
Have fun.
Curtsies technically, and proceeds to exit.
Nice meeting you.
Pleasant evening.
It was a pleasure.
Pleasure.
Have fun.
As soon as she's gone, that woman is a royal ass. Parma language.
You should watch your
I
language.
can't say anything. Is there anyone on the stage?
The stage looks like it's relatively quiet for this moment.
Is it... It's like an open stage, so any bard can come up there? Or
Not
is it
sure.
like,
You
is
can-
there...
You can ask the bartender who's already said hello to all of you.
Yeah, she'll ask the bartender, like, is it... Can any bard go up there on that stage and just perform, or is it like a... we gotta, like, schedule, or what is it?
Limited, you'd like to play, wouldn't you? Apparently your honor has been challenged. He smiles.
Yes.
Have at it, kid.
Play and also just let off steam, you know? So, yeah, she will go up and let the other
Alright.
people in my guild talk, do stuff while she plays.
Alright, make me a roll.
Okay?
Yeah,
I was gonna ask her before she went up there if she
there's a
wanted
tap.
me to do it.
There's a tap as there's... You know, Azuri's up there, but she's... For Azuri, she's a little bit flustered. She's not playing anywhere near as much of you have heard her. You know, skill-wise. And she is well off from Valerie's performance. But people seem entertained by it, and, you know, they smile as conversations are had. So, at this point, eventually, Tori brings all of you back down towards the floor of the places. She goes, "Oh, you wanted to see druids, right?" Points to Autumn and Sora. And she brings you over to a small, you know, old man who's sitting by a tree. Who are you?
Autumn.
Sora.
Autumn and Sora. Sora and Autumn. Hey, what's that? He looks sick. She's tiny.
Yeah.
I swear to God, so he says.
You have scales.
Okay.
So you're probably draconic. What can I do for all of you?
He didn't offer me lotion, so that's great.
Oh, you want lotion? No, wrong stall.
I'm a druid, and I'm new here, and I just wanted to learn more about my new druid buddies over here.
Oh well, most of the circles are kind of down right now, but Tori's like, oh, she wanted to know about transportation. And he looks towards Sora. Oh, you can transport yourself.
Sort of.
So he ruffles through and just holds out a bag. Pick a stone, any stone.
Sora smiles. She goes to pick a stone. What was your name, sir?
He looks over and says, "My name's also Sora." Not really. My name's Adri. He smiles.
I was about to say, can I inside that?
She takes a step.
Oh, you got the green one. It's a good one. It's a very good one. Ties the bag back up.
Autumn bounces from foot to foot. Can I have a stone?
Do you know how to transport via trees?
Not yet, but I'm gonna learn.
When you learn, you can get a stone.
Oh, challenge accepted.
He nods. So, you'll hold that stone as you think about the tree, and it will let us know that you're coming. This way being, you know, we won't be surprised as a bunch of people just walk through a tree. That is good for one use, ma'am. And then you need to go to a circle to gain proper registration. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Nods.
You said
Leans
most of the
back down.
circles were down.
Oh, man. Oh, they're missions time. Here's, you realize it's late, right?
How do we get to the circles if we're not allowed to go up there?
Points to the path, and there's a little sign that says Druidic Circle this way. There's some over here, too.
Oh.
The moon's down here. Dreamers is up there.
Do you have any shepherds?
Oh, there's a few shepherds up there somewhere, I think. There's not an official circle.
No, I have a very important question.
Yes?
Can I crash with the druids?
Not today. We don't know you.
Oh, okay. Is there anywhere I can crash while I'm here? Because I'm guessing you don't like it when people sleep out in the forest.
We don't mind. But, again, it's time that I think you all head back to your guild.
We'll go back, do some missions that they'll get to know us, and then Everything be great.
Sorna.
Thank you very much.
He knows. So, at this point, those that are returning to the guild head back through the teleportation, meet up with Zenar and return. Is anyone staying over?
Autumn.
Autumn, you'll eventually find your way towards the guild. They point you in the direction of the tavern. So, at that point, that is the intro to Wildreach as we start our month-long event and they get to explore more. So, we'll say bye to Mixer because I still need to eat dinner.
Bye, Mixer.
Bye, Mixer.
Hi, Mixer.
Bye.
I got face paint.